We know of the Ashanwan story, where she was asked to leave the country, or she was taken out of the country. She was able to find another route to come back into the country. So the repatriations, are we sure that people are not getting back after they've been repatriated?
I would say that I'm in the dark when it comes to the repatriation thing. I do not know whether the Chinese arrested so far. I don't know where they are whereabouts. All these questions, David, I think the media should also call the police public affairs department. Call them. Find out from them what has happened to certain individuals, because their names are out there. When the police conduct these swoops, the raids, and they arrest the Chinese, they identify them. The names are there. Can we call the public affairs department and find out from them what has happened to these individuals who are arrested at certain key points? What has happened to them? I think the police should be able to account for their stewardship, not just arresting them, but what has come out of prosecution. And I think after this interview, it would be very good if you call the public affairs woman and find out from her. So what has happened to all these arrests? Where are the Chinese? Have they been repatriated? Have they been prosecuted? Then we'll get to the facts. But me in particular, I'm in the dark when it comes to the Chinese who have been arrested, whether they've been repatriated or they are still in custody.
Right. So, but just to be clear, I called the police. They're giving me different names and different numbers and people to engage with. So that is still in the loop. We're working on that angle as well. But Erastus, let's talk a bit about the Ashanti region. You know, when the regional minister took office, he made a pledge. He gave, a time frame for people to leave our forest region to end galamsey. Now, with all that is happening, are you satisfied with the work being done by Dr. Frank Amokohene in the Ashanti region in terms of fighting galamsey?
No. And it's a big fat no. You know, Dr. Frank Amokohene spoke a lot. If I don't want to use the word bragged, talked about how he was going to deal with illegal mining, blah, 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 and all that. But as we speak, illegal mining is still happening, just at his backyard. When you go to Inkarie, the Jimira Forest Reserve, the Jimira and Jimira Extension, the Apimkru section, the Betinko section, and Kroma Pechi, and all the rest. There are people in there who are mining with a number of excavators. Even yesterday, somebody sent me a video of about 5 excavators entering the Jimira Forest Reserve in that enclave. Look at the excavators that have been seized from Jimira, parked at the depot over there. If it has not been the intelligence of the Forestry Commission and myself, they were going to be given back to their owners and sent back to the field. Where was the regional minister? And when he came, what action has he taken? What investigation has gone into who wanted to take out those excavators, under whose orders? What is he doing about the illegal mining that is going on in the Manso area, which has now become a very big problem? People are digging even bridges constructed by government. When you go to Manso Kenyago, Manso Tontokrum, bridges are affected. Farmlands have been taken over. Ask anybody who lives in Manso. What is the regional minister doing about that as head of RESEC? So seriously, if I should use the word disappointed, I'm disappointed. I'm seriously disappointed, especially from where I sit and the kind of reports I get from the regional level, from almost everywhere in Ashanti region. People are mining illegally. Go to Konongo and look at what is happening there. People taking over the main mines, concession, and mining. People digging beneath homes. It's still happening. Dumase, where is the regional minister? And so it's not about talk. It's about getting things done, seeing him to be doing what he has to do. And so far, I think he has failed in that regard.
Having talked about the regional minister and the fact that to you he has failed